Hey everyone, I'm Gaelen McCormick. I'm the bass instructor from the Eastman Community Music School in Rochester, New York. This is a little tutorial working on sight reading for the New York State School Music Association Level 4. That's a high intermediate level, and that will work on some shifting around the neck, some higher rhythms, so leading up into dotted rhythms, 16th notes, some slurs, lots of string crossings. So don't worry about it if you're not from New York State. And I have some tips on how to work on sight reading. The biggest tip I want to give all of you is never ask how fast your sight reading should go. You know the rule is you cannot finger through things when you're in the room, or at least you're not supposed to. And I think it's a good habit for you to get into practicing this at home, hands down at your side, really using your mind to prepare the sight reading. We're going to do this today by clapping, singing, then playing it on our basses, and eventually you're going to be able to do the clap in your mind, the sing in your mind. You can't play the bass in your mind, you got to play the bass, you know, that's how it works. So you'll see I'm going to have the camera on the music and you'll see what it is, and we're going to clap through it together and talk about what things to look for in the music when it comes up on the stand, so you can analyze right away, get right to the heart of what is tricky. I know you don't get much time. I know you get like 30 seconds to 60 seconds to look at that music. You don't need to actually look at every note to be successful as a sight reader. What you need to do is look for what I call the tangle of notes. Untangle what's hard for you, because you can literally sight read the parts that are easy for you. And especially at this level, there's going to be a few little knots that need to be untangled before you get in there and sight read. And there's going to be quite a bit of easy that you can walk through and sight read. Some stuff that's just note to note, or rests, or longer values, things that you already do very, very successfully. So let's get started. Let's put your bass down if you're holding it right now, because you're going to just do some clapping. Unless you can do that with the bass up, you're welcome to do that. If you want to skip those steps, if you just want to get right into the sight reading with me, skip ahead to where the music is and just, pause the screen. So give yourself about 30 seconds to look at it, do whatever your process is, and then jump to where I play it. Let's play it together and see how well you did. All right? Okay, this level 4 sight reading that I've chosen has a lot of elements to it. As we look at it, we're going to do as we always do, look for the fastest thing first. So quarter, eighth, 16th. Already I see 16th. Quarter, 16th, eighth, 16th. Okay, 16th. Can we agree to that? As we just scan, remember, don't try to decode what the rhythm is. Just look for the fastest rhythm in the beginning. Don't get carried away right away. So we know it's 16th is our fastest rhythm. That's what we're going to set to. So I'm going to go just like I did in my last one. I might set it as slow as I did in my last one for bop 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 bop. Hear how I'm clapping the 8th note though, okay? Bop 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 bop. That's where I think I want to set my quarter note. Now I'm just saying I think that. I want to look at a measure that jumps out at me as like a freak out measure, which for my eyes, I went right here. Because I just see a lot of up and down, I see a lot of black ink, and that's where my eyes get drawn to as like an, oh my God, what am I gonna do? So let's just for a moment walk through that measure at the tempo I just clapped out. Ba 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 bum 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 ba da dum. If you think that'll be okay, set your tempo there. If you think, oh, I don't know, set your tempo slower. You know what I mean? I want to test it right away and see like, ooh, was there syncopation? Is it too much shifting? Okay, the next thing I'm going to look for is shifting actually. Scanning along, first position, boom. We're lucky in this thing I picked, they happen to give us some fingerings. I don't think you get that in your audition. We're going to have to shift here, okay? So you're obviously going to have to get back to first position, shifting along here. Nothing else looks like it has a shift in it. So we just have this kind of alternation between 8th and 16th, and then the occasional quarter note pops in. So now here's what happens. I notice a lot at levels 4, 5, and 6. There's a lot more alternation between fast and slow. And what I've noticed in my students when we practice sight reading is that they get so geared up for this kind of a thing that when they hit a quarter note, they can't remember to slow down again. They just keep playing eighth notes. But you're not going to do that because I just warned you about it. All right? So I think what I'm going to do here is remind us with a little bit of red pencil that this is a quarter note. Where else do we need to be reminded? Maybe here. Ooh, actually, little stems fell off. So there's a quarter note. Just a little bit of reminder in the midst of all the fast things, you know, that these are quarter notes. I know I'm not hitting all of them, but this is a place where I think you might forget. So I know you can't do that to your music, but when you're practicing, you can do this. You know, when you're practicing at home, you might fish the music out. You might get this wonderful book, that I'm going to link in all of these because I think this book is such a wonderful tool for working on your sight reading. No, I do not have a sponsor thing with them. I just love them. I just discovered it a few weeks ago, and I think they're great. Okay, so 16th is where we're going to set our tempo. We're going to start like we always do by clapping. Then we'll sing. Then we'll play our bass. If you want to jump any of these steps, go ahead and jump to the marker that's in the comments. One, two, three. Why did I only count to 3 at the beginning? Right? Because that's just one pickup. It's not going to matter in the audition. No one's going to test you on that. I just want you to be aware of that. I suspect that this area right here is a little bit tricky for people. You know that you have to be ready for bum, ba, ba, bum, 1 and 2. So, you know, as you're looking through it, this is why we do the clap though. And this is something you can do in your audition room. You can't clap, but you can maybe, I use my left hand to tap the quarters on my thigh and my right finger to tap the actual rhythm on my right thigh. And I kind of see like, oh, I would have caught myself here and gone, oh shoot, I wasn't ready for that. I thought that was on beat 2, something like that. Catch myself. Let's do a quick sing through. Remember, the actual pitch is not important to me so much as what goes up, what goes down. And we're going to just get our ears ready so when we play the bass, we're not super surprised about what goes up and down. La is what I have for an E. Who knows? 1, 2, 3. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Remember, matching pitch with me, not important. Up and down, that's all that really matters. Getting the groove for the rhythm, that's what's important. You know, did you hit the rhythms in time with the metronome? That's all that's important here, not matching pitch. If you want to go back and do the claps again, go back and do the claps. Otherwise, let's pick up our basses and let's play this. All right, basses up. Let's play. 1, 2, and 3, and... apart at different places, I want you to go back and ask yourself why that is. Are you rushing a quarter note? Are you turning a quarter into an eighth maybe? Are you, I don't know. You know. So ask yourself what it is, and then go back with your metronome and do clapping. It's really effective for setting yourself up, and really listen to your inner metronome when you're doing your sight reading, so you stay really firmly connected to your pulse. Remember, when you sight read, that rhythm is the most important thing you can show them. The notes are really the secondary thing. We're really looking to see what kind of a rhythm decoder you are. All right, I'm proud of you for checking in here. I'm proud of you for taking charge of your practice. Good luck in your audition. I know you're going to do great. If you have questions, drop them into the comment